Gang, the Stay Trashy Tour is coming to a city near you. Stand-up comedy, plus we play a little AYG with the crowd.
Shows are selling out, and you can get your tickets at areyouGarbage.com. See you there.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's new favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Hey.
It's a little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're good to be classy or just a big old piece of trash.
Garbage.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition. Just saw her walking around upstairs with a pair of Juicy shorts on.
Okay.
You seen that thing lately?
Yikes.
I don't know what she's doing.
Girl's got a dumper.
Was she fourth cousin? I don't know. God damn. Woo-wee! My co-host is coming at you from across the table. This is a family episode. Just the bozos, just the homies and the boys.
Yeah.
Kippy, Kevin, James, Ryan, everybody.
What up, gang? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are
True to riff.
cooking.
Creeping.
And obviously, the greatest website of all time, baby. You said it once, you said it 1,000 times. www.patreon.com/areyougarbage. Next to the second best website of all time, www.areyougarbage.com. You go over there, you can get all your tickies for the Stay Trashy Tour gang, and tickets are moving.
Some tickies, some teas, some Zippo style lighters.
Uh-huh.
Not bad there. Some t-shirt style t-shirts.
Some t-shirt style clothes. Can't legally call them clothes. We call them fabrics.
How about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, our good pal, the Magic Man. Give it up for Toby T-Bone McMullen.
What up, boys?
What's up, pal?
You know what merch we got to get into?
What's that?
Pre-cut off sleeves and pre-cut off shorts. I think we got a big market for
That's
us.
Nah,
not
but
bad.
see, that's poser shit. As a grungy guy yourself, that's poser stuff. Pre-cut?
They're doing the work for you.
Nah.
We're hooking you up with the vibe.
Yeah.
No, that's how you knew it was a fresh pair of cutoffs because it wasn't frayed. It took a long summer.
I hated that.
What?
You're rolling around looking like...
Oh, dude, March to May, you look like a real bozo.
Yeah, you look like a little British kid
But
going
they
to
were
school.
worth it come August.
Nah, I don't know.
I love that
I never
shit.
had the heart to let them fucking fray on their own. I would be there with tweezers or something, fucking pull fraying them myself. I did do that in sea isles.
Never liked that stuff. And I also wasn't a big fan of the fading them when you get them pre-faded or whatever. What are they called?
Yeah.
Except for the ash.
You like to wear out your own ass in a pair of pants, huh?
I did a job myself.
Hey, let me stink these up on my own. I don't need someone pre-shitting in my pants.
Man, these jeans I got on now, my biggest fear in life right now is that somehow they're going to end up in a washing machine. Because if they do, the party is over.
Yeah, you've really been wearing those things, and those things are wide around the ankles. I thought they were sweatpants when you first came in. Those things got a bounce to them, big guy.
I'm debating them getting them tailored at the ankle so they can be a little more skinny jeans. But I'm not going back to those joggers. Those fat guy joggers. I think I'm doing my best.
Saving those for when you can jog.
No, I don't want to go back.
Sure.
Because I'm over the belly.
You lifted up. I didn't want to say nothing. You lifted up your shirt pre-show. You got a lot crammed in that waistband.
Well, here's the
Man, that thing is
But this
doing
this
the
does
Lord's
the job. The other one, it puffs out even more. Look like Fatty Arbuckle walking around. So I'm really trying to maintain and keep this going down, so I don't got to go back to the
elastic
to the
pants.
joggers.
Yeah. You're in a nice set of dungaree. You're like a goddamn cowboy out here in your Wranglers. What
Yeah.
brand are you knocking around with?
These are True Religion jeans. Is that right?
That's not right.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
That is a pair of jeans. They are
Because
not.
all your faith is in the button.
T-Bone. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Denim. Let's go.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Huh?
For I have zipped.
They are. They're True Religion.
Those aren't.
Yes, they
True
are.
Religion have the pockets, the horseshoe pockets, right?
Horseshoe pockets.
They're not True Religion.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
We'll check it afterwards.
Get a Google on how big.
I need a team of guys.
on how big True Religion gets. You can tell True Religion by the pockets, I believe.
What are those 8230s?
You got one number right, but I'm not going to tell you which one.
You just start yelling out zip codes and that works somehow?
These are probably 4630s, I would say. Maybe 52s. I'd have to look.
50 deuce. Yikes.
Your pants are rectangles, man.
You're rocking 50 deuce?
I got them at the DXL a few summers ago. And they didn't fit me all last year, but I squeezed into them when we went to the 4th of July premiere. It was a
With
movie.
Mr. Louis C.K.
Yeah, and Mr. Joe List. Fantastic film if you haven't
Loved
seen it.
it.
But, that's a who's who affair. So I squeezed my little ass into a fucking pair of jeans. I was dying
And
the
then
whole time.
squeeze that little ass into a chair, too.
Dude, I was – oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
remember.
was smushing you.
I made my wife sit next to you. She's smaller framed. I'm also a big guy.
But, yeah, and that was it. That was – because I was starting to creep a little bit. So I wasn't. I never went back to them after that. I just hung them up, and then I pulled them out a couple of weeks ago, as you know, and have not stopped wearing them. Because they
That's a real fat guy thing, as I know you. I mean, I wear the same pair of pants every day until they literally dissolve. I wear like H&M or Gap jeans until they dissolve.
It's funny. There is a fat guy sixth sense where I know that I'll fit into something that I haven't fit into in a long time.
Sure.
For some reason, you wake up in the morning, something feels different.
A T-shirt catches your eye. You
Yeah.
go, I can get in there.
I bet I could get in
2,
there.
3 puffs out, I'm in there,
Woo,
baby.
a couple of one of
Maybe
those.
skip breakfast. Yep.
You can get into it.
I know it very
It's
well.
weird.
That's not. I'm not fucking around. I'm down 2-3 pounds. This shirt never. You haven't seen this shirt in quite a while.
Okay.
This came back because you typically it's I'm fucking. I'm like a goddamn kegerator.
Yeah, it's like a motherly instinct. You just kind of know.
I saw it folded in the pile. I go, let me give her a shot.
Yeah.
Let me get to the bottom of that drawer. See what's happening down there. It smells like mothballs and shit.
See if she'll dance with me one more time, huh?
Yeah, I know
Just
it.
put your hand out.
There is.
What do you got on the True Religion?
Nothing in that size.
See, you're full of shit. I got True Religion
Dude,
jeans.
True Religion DXL. See if they even sell that there.
That's probably a better thing.
That could be a custom mod. You know what I mean? Could be aftermarket.
I got a prototype pair. I wonder why those drones have been following me around.
Oh, buddy.
Thing's got a tracking device on it.
buddy.
They got him?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got True Nation.
No. That's my brand. That's my brand. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You know what? These are Luckies. They're Lucky jeans.
Lucky they've closed. Okay.
True Nation is my brand over there. They're great.
True Religion is like that's like Affliction T-shirt. I knew you weren't wearing True Religions.
It's Lucky. I apologize.
Okay. That I might give you. See, do they sell Lucky jeans at DXL?
Yeah, they sell Luckies
Oh,
over there.
hey, watch that poof, dude. That's fucking. We're about to marry someone in Vegas. What are you doing? No.
Hang on there, baby.
No, dude, that's got to come down a little bit. Something. You got to check the specs on that.
There you go. A little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sure do.
About to die on a toilet.
There you
All right,
go.
so you got a pair of Luckies.
I got a pair of Luckies.
What's a pair of Luckies at DXL size 5230?
These weren't cheap. Let me tell you something. DXL, they ain't doing you any favors over there.
Those guys are moving reams of fabric, dude. Those dudes are moving product.
They charge you an arm and a leg over there.
Foley's putting him on like he's playing roulette. Come on, baby.
I never try on fucking pants at a place. It's too hot. There has to be specific moments where I'm backed into a corner and I got like a wedding. And for me to walk into that booth, it takes a lot. And then I'll knock out a couple of things. But I go in shorts and I go in a pair of Crocs. I want to be in and out.
Let them know you got some money, huh?
Start off.
I'm not just window shopping. I came to play.
I need to wear these out. Yeah.
Okay, what's a set of Luckies go for over there?
60, 70. These might have been 110, to be honest with you.
115.
115.
89.
I'm telling you, I'll get my money's worth out of these things.
Get that down to $1 a wear, baby. It's price per wear when you're investing in a garment.
But I'll tell you what, they make a fine product because just the crotch hasn't given out yet.
Yeah, it's reinforced with
It's
steel.
welded, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking. You got mesh. You got chainmail in that thing.
I got to pay maintenance fees. They come in, blast it out.
TIG weld it. thing's shark proof, dude. You'd be wearing them in the ocean down the shore. A bite resistant. I can't say bite proof, but it's bite resistant.
Yeah,
That's
shout out
good.
to
You're
the
looking
jeans.
good. You're walking around. Your 2 little pressed hams in the back. Fucking.
Yeah, it's tight though.
Mhm.
After a couple hours of sitting down, man, I really have a mark there. It looks real strange.
Yeah.
Looks like I was skydiving or something like that. Got into a car accident. Seatbelt got me. Yeah, it's bad news.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Things are trending in the positive, in the right direction.
Sure. Things are trending in a positive direction. I saw this the other day. Somebody wrote something out to me. Do you know anybody, or did anybody in your family? I could see maybe the Peace doing this. Real classy move. You cross your sevens at all?
Oh, I tried it once.
You can't do it. That's what?
I did try it at some point. I remember being like, I'm gonna be the. I think I even put a little hat on them too. You know what I mean? Like the little
hat.
Like I think it
Oh,
had,
the thing going down?
I think I had a drop down and a T.
That's
I was
non-folding
British for a
stuff.
summer. Writing in Old English.
Saying tomato. Getting beat up.
I think I did do it at some point. Maybe they taught or something, but I'm not that
It's a
guy.
classy thing.
Yeah.
Real classy.
That's
I don't know
very
what
classy.
the point of it is, though.
It's like script, like say, like it's like an old font. People used to write in script.
But what do you think? What do you people are gonna think it's an L? I don't understand. What do you need
I
to
don't know.
put that?
Maybe
through?
he needed arms back in the day.
It looks like a backward F. You know anything about that?
To differentiate between the number 7 and the number 1. Because people would do the old school 1. You have the little top on it.
Oh, I guess if you had a top on the 1, you got to cross your set. T-Bone's topping the 1s and crossing the 7s.
My ones are eyes. I was even too lazy when they were doing that to do the slice and then the down and then put the stand on it. Get the fuck out of here. You're getting an eye. That's it. I'm out.
Dot it. This guy's
Yeah.
dotting his 1s over here.
And I confused the shit out of somebody the other day at
Every day you encounter a human.
at CVS.
They walk away a little dumber.
I was trying to see if my scripts were ready, and I was
Got a
giving
pair of Luckies back there?
I was giving him my phone number, and I kept saying 91. I kept using O instead of 0.
Sure.
I'm an O man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big O, yeah.
big O.
I didn't realize until late in the game, like 20s, that O wasn't 0.
Wait, what do you mean on the phone?
What do you mean?
You
No, I knew that, but like that there was
I
like
was gonna say, how'd you get a hold of anybody?
that O isn't isn't casually, yes, it is a replacement for 0. I didn't say 0 till my 20s, I'm saying.
Yes,
Until I realized of like
I never
oh,
say 0. It's too many syllables. It's too long.
he got stuff to do.
620099.
Mm-hmm.
Always niner too. Hit him with a niner.
Sure. It's real mature. I got something. I went to the mall yesterday.
Look at
Went
you.
up to the mall up there in
How many times you get beat up, huh? These kids are real hooligans
Man,
these days.
I had to poop at the mall. It was bad. This wasn't the story. Still what?
It's still bad. I figured the malls would be nice. There's nobody in there.
That's when all the
And
fucking.
they're trying to get business in there.
Yeah, they're not starting in the bathrooms. I'll tell you that.
No.
It was an away game for sure.
Yikes.
Not good. Lot of pre-work had to be done for me to even sit down. It was
You had to install the seat.
shitting in a urinal.
Get the water turned back on.
My thing is, I don't know. This mall. It was a little bit of a fancier mall. Didn't know. Just showed up. We were going to
Can you hit us with a name?
the White Plains Mall,
The White Plains Mall.
or the mall in White Plains. I don't know the name of it.
It's nice.
It's like Louis Vuitton,
Sure.
fucking like high end shit.
I feel like that's the only type of store people go out to now.
I got to tell you, it's the most crowded mall. It looked like a mall in the 1990s.
I feel like malls are coming back. People want to get out of the house, the air conditioning.
I don't.
Plus, they
think so.
put those, they put like a Dave and Buster's or a movie theater in there. You're
Ye-
drawing a crowd.
I mean, yeah.
They got the paintball places, laser tag.
If you're shooting paintballs in a mall, that's a bad sign for the mall.
That's a
That
good
means
time.
I'm not saying it's not a good time, but that means the mall isn't booming. Aeropostale's not setting up shop next to the fucking shooting range. There's, you know what I mean? They're there because that's all they. If they're selling hot tubs in your mall, you're jammed up.
There's one at the Plymouth Meeting Mall where it's like target practice.
Kill a guy.
You should be.
$40 to drown them.
Stay Step right up, step right in, half price waterboarding.
Oh, it's Terry. You don't mind.
He comes up. All right. Can I take my break?
He's gonna be rock hard, but just ignore it.
Showing up to work that first day of that. Yikes. Thought I was going to be in the dunk tank.
I'll tell you, this is better than the medical experiments.
You can tell when malls not doing well when they have that shit. In the 90s, they didn't have that really because the malls were booming.
Listen, of course, things have changed. The marketplace has changed for brick and mortar in the suburban areas. However, that's when you know they're trying. They got to put those attractions in there. And I tell you, this place, it was...
Dude, they get a guy with 3 BB guns who's want to give him $200 a month, and they go, have at it. They're not checking insurance.
Come on down to Carl's Black Site.
Have you ever wanted to go to Gitmo? Come on down to the mall.
Hey, get a new pair of sneakers to get my fingernails ripped out. Listen, it is a BB. That was my point. They're BB guns.
We did it in Albany or
yes.
whatever. Yeah.
Now, what's to stop somebody from just turning around and fucking opening up with BBs? Those things sting.
I think it's a game of trust you're playing. You know
You
what
think
I mean?
that guy has a BB gun on him, too, in case somebody gets squirrely? You got to put him down?
But you got to he's got to activate it before or whatever. Put in 2 tokens.
Hey, money's money.
Yeah, that's the malls are tough, but this one is.
What were you doing over there?
I was
sniffing around for a Cinnabon?
No, this is my beef. The food court. It was like I was in Soho. It was like acai bowl. There wasn't one fast food.
Nah.
The closest thing to like fucking sitting down and getting after a mall food court was a Shake Shack. That was slumming it.
Fuck that.
It was all like wraps and juice bar, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is a
hold
mall
on.
in America, baby.
The problem-
Give me some Annie Ann's.
The problem with that is they're no-name ones. It's like a weird name.
It was like
Jerry's Wraps.
Yeah, I was
Like,
just going to
get outta
say, yeah,
here.
it was all that shit you never heard of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we doing here?
Then you ask around like, oh, we're big in the Midwest. And then probably in the Midwest, they're like, oh, we're big in fucking, we're
There's
big
only
out there.
2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. I don't like it at all. You got
The
got
good old days when you, I mean,
a rock and roll, a Sparrow, a Dane's Belly, or Dane's Deli. Baines Deli.
Baines.
That was
some
weren't even going near that.
Some no-name Chinese spot, the #1 Dynasty or whatever, something.
Walk and roll, baby.
Sure, but even then, Walk and Roll I felt was newer.
There was Walk and Roll, then there was the Japanese spot. They're the ones that handed out the chicken.
The Chinese and Japanese in my mall back would have the fucking tray full of them.
Man, the best fried
You got to have an
rice.
Annie Ann's. You got to have some sort of ice cream spot. Up to you. You choose.
Sure.
None of that. And I was in the mall and we were shopping for fucking furniture, which I fucking hated.
At a mall?
Dude, there's a fucking Pier 1. There's a fucking Crate and Barrel. There's all this fancy, an our house, all this fancy shit. My wife's dragging me to where I'm going, fucking, just check Facebook Marketplace for 2 treat things.
I'll be in the massage chair.
Now my saving grace was fucking, let's hit the food court.
Hit the food court, have a nice dump.
I had a fucking salad at the mall. Like a goddamn communist. It fucking sucked. I was furious.
They can be good, though.
Nah.
When you're picking out, give me this, give me that. Get load up with that sesame dressing. That stuff's delicious.
It can be good, but that's not when you want to have a salad at the mall.
What would you have liked, Tubby?
I'd go Sbarro. I'm a Sbarro man at a mall. I love Sbarro. I've never claimed to have a fancy palate. Man, 2 huge slices of Sbarros, a big Coke.
You want to hear a true story? I'm going to tell you right now. Might have already told you this.
What?
Never had a Sbarro.
Really?
That was off limits to the Foley Fitch.
We've mentioned that.
$7 a slice? Never.
No, you're nuts. I loved it.
I feel like all their slices have broccoli on them, too.
They were
They're
heavy.
thick. They're thick cut.
They were heavy in the toppings.
They
early
weren't
on in the
regular
game.
slices.
No, they're huge.
Yeah, whack
size
it.
of
Yeah, whack it. Broccoli?
size of your head. It was fantastic. I loved them. I love them. I would have one. I fucking love that shit. An Applebee's, a Fridays, a Sbarro's. I'm easy peasy.
I grew to hate them because I could never have it.
Well, I
And
know what we're doing next time we're at a fucking airport.
their sodas always looked really good, too. They had those, like, old-school Italian pizzeria cups.
They were all right.
The wax cups.
Size of your fucking head, too.
Me and my brother would stand there off to the side looking at them. People getting sodas.
Watching
and
my
big
fat
slices.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
the
With our rags on, dirt on our face.
You guys are looking through the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all right.
Splitting an Orange Julius.
They didn't have that in my mall. Shout out to Oxford Valley Mall.
Started
They
to
didn't have
phase
it.
them out a little bit.
Or what was it, like La Familia or something was another big one. La Familia Pizza. If it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
Sbarro's, it
that's
was La
right.
Familia, which I know my way around one of them Toot Sweet as well.
Yeah.
I think the Chamonix Mall had La Familia, and Oxford Valley Mall had the Sbarro's. Still there, probably. They're fucking, they signed 99-year leases, I think.
Gang, this episode is brought to you by BetterHelp.
Mm-hmm.
Figuring out your emotions and deal with that stuff can be very, very complicated. You got a couple of real screwballs
You ain't lying.
sitting on a deck right here. If you don't know what's going on, but you know there's something going on, it could make things even worse. So get over to BetterHelp. Talk to a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home, the privacy of your own home. You could text, you could call, you could do a video conference, however you want to play it, baby. They play it all night long at BetterHelp.
Yeah, it's easy to get started. Take a quick questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist. If you need to switch therapists, you can do that at any time. No additional cost, no questions asked. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. BetterHelp is totally online, so you can do therapy whenever and wherever works for you. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/GarbageAday to get 10% off your first month, baby. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/garbage, BetterHelp.com/garbage. It's in the show notes. Click the link.
Kev, let's talk about Factor.
Factor.
Talking about Factor 75, gang, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit.
Yep.
Summer's in full swing. You want to keep it tight. You got not a lot of time on your hands. You're running around. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to meet the boys, meet the girls. You got the kids. Factor's got you covered. 2 minutes in the microwave, and they're ready to be on the plate, and they are fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of these. I've been a fan of them before they were even, years before they were a sponsor. I was using Factor. They ship them to your door, easy peasy. I throw it on a skillet, cook it up, 2-3 minutes, throw it in my gullet, call it a day. If you're looking to level up even more, impress your family, your date, or just yourself with Factor's Gourmet Plus options.
There you
They're
go.
upscale meals with premium ingredients like truffle butter and broccolini. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Fancy pants.
You do a candlelight dinner, break out a couple of Factors. You won't know what to do.
If you're literally never want to cook again, and you can even add Factor's breakfast items, snacks, and smoothies. Head to
Ooh,
Factor.
I didn't know that.
Head to factormeals.com/garbage50 and use code garbage50 to get 50% off. That's code garbage50 at factormeals.com/garbage50 to get 50% off. Factormeals.com/garbage50, code garbage50. Do it. Yeah.
Crazy. You have a salad, huh?
I was fucking furious. It's like, who wants to, it's like, that's your escape. This is fucking, you can't get a shitty meal at a fucking.
I feel like the
At a
gloves
mall?
should be off in the mall too. Everybody should look the other way. There's got to be 2-3 treats. There's got to be a stop at the food court. Yeah, I love that stuff. Love hitting an Annie's with you got the kids with you or something like that. Go in there under the cover of darkness. I got them for the kids. Yeah, pushing them out of the way.
Got this dozen for the kids. You eating a hot dog? Yeah, it was fucking. It was a kick in the dick.
So what happened in the bathroom?
I mean, it was just. What do you want to fucking go into detail? What do you mean? It wasn't great. It was fucking like a stadium toilet. There was, it was bad.
I do not do well.
There was
in
3
those
stalls and
situations.
2 of them were taken, so it was like, it wasn't fantastic. I don't want to get. This is a family show.
Prime time program
We're
here.
not talking potty humor. We're above that. But it wasn't great. And what they had, which I don't think I've ever had, I went to once, was a P.F. Chang's. That was real hoity-toity stuff for us. Did you
They
ever
were
do a
big.
P.F.? I
I've
mean,
never,
they were probably old. You were older. I was in high school. I
I've
think,
never
when they came
been
out.
to a P.F. Chang's, but when I was, this is like less than 20 years ago, when the malls started selling the parking lot, is when those
Sure.
places popped up for me. When they started putting restaurants in the parking lot, those were every once in a while. As those things were spread out,
Mhm.
my family went to one every time. I'm not articulating that
No.
right. Okay, so first place that they opened up was the P.F. Chang's. Everybody went there for like a year. That got old news. Then they threw in like
A bonefish grill.
bonefish.
You know who loves a
grill.
bonefish grill?
The piece.
Shout out to Denise the
Yeah,
Piece. We're going to Bonefish.
sure.
She's got an order, and I guarantee she gets the same thing every single time.
Yeah. There's another one too. Not the Red Lion. There's some steakhouse or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Those they all had their moments.
But I remember, because Applebee's was our cup of fucking tea. And then that seemed too fancy. I remember like out front they had the one that And also all the Jewish girls would go. So I was like, oh, this is real fuck. Yeah, your dad has to be a doctor or a lawyer or something to get in the door there.
Where? PF Chang's?
Oh, yeah, they loved it, dude. We're going to PF Chang's. And I'm like, I'll be over here eating hot dogs from fucking Wawa and my Chevy Illumina if you need me. They would all go. You want to go? And I'm like, I didn't know the first thing about Chinese, even as an adult. Yeah, I was 18. I was in fucking high school.
You looking for bread on the table? You got any Parmesan cheese?
They're like, it's just like a chicken finger. I'm like, nah. I don't like the looks of this thing. Why has it got seeds on it?
See, I love that stuff.
I just didn't know. And then they would all go. And I remember I went one time.
Never a Panda Express guy. I always
Same
wanted
thing,
to, just
yeah.
never got to.
Yeah.
You find one of those in a mall, that line's out the fucking door.
Yeah, I don't think they weren't really around me growing. At least, we didn't. I never really saw them. But I remember the PF Chang's had a. I was like nervous to go. I remember being like, I don't know what I'm going to order, what's going on, how much money is this going to cost me? It was just when I probably had $30 or something like that.
You're trying to speak Japanese. Looking like an idiot.
And there was two huge horses at the front entrance. It was like a very grand entrance.
You wet yourself?
And dude, I was like, I don't know. And then they were like, there's a 20-minute wait. I'm like, I'm out. That's fucking too rich for my blood, dude. I was hesitant going in. You're not fucking denying.
Nope, that's it.
That's it.
They want my name? Are you nuts? Who would you go there with?
I only ever made it to the entrance. I never made it
So
in.
a group of your friends are going.
Sure.
And so you're tagging along.
I think they were all like, we're going. Do you
How
wanna
old
go?
are you?
Driving 16 maybe.
You got any cash on you?
That's what I'm saying. I probably got $20-$30, and that's got to get me a pack of heaters for the night and beers later.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm not
so
going.
You're pre-gaming at this place, more or less. Or you're going out to.
They were going. This was like when you first started. Oh, we're gonna go out to eat. Before you're not just getting food. You know what I mean? You're not going to McDonald's or Wawa or the pizza place to get. So you're gonna go sit down with a group of friends.
I don't think we ever did that.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't make it. I didn't make it past the door.
We do Ponderosa, but we
would do the diner. We go to Great American Diner or whatever, and they fucking you can get beers and eggs.
We do Ponderosa and get 2 plates, and then everybody would eat until they got wise to us and threw us out.
Yeah, no.
But that took a couple of months.
We would just do sandwich, the
that's
works.
a high pressure situation, man. Splitting the check, little fat kid like you.
I was out, dude. I didn't have the fucking moxie for it.
So what'd you do?
I left. I can't wait. I gotta go. I gotta work in the morning.
Yeah, my kid's calling.
Yeah, I made something up and fucking hightailed it out of there, and I'm sure I stopped at a Wawa and ate in the parking lot on the way home.
Yeah, the baby's sick. I'm getting indicted. I gotta get out of here. Looks good though.
I'm getting indicted.
Man,
Rico case. It's a real big thing. Oh
Dude.
shit! Is it Tuesday already?
I had a strong case of social anxiety back then. Fucking heart pumping.
Well, it's also food. I didn't know. If you put me in a Fridays, you put me in a pizza place.
You couldn't get fried rice. You know what fried rice is?
I don't think I did.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think I did.
Oh, I was fucking
And you couldn't
knee-deep in fried
I couldn't
rice.
Google the menu. I didn't know. So I'm really flying blind. I'm expecting a bat or something. I didn't know what they were going to say. I'm an idiot.
Ah, man, I
Yeah.
love that from Jump. Aloha Inn. I always talk about it, man. Fucking love that place. Best fried rice ever.
Yeah, we didn't do Chinese.
I did fuck up one time, and I ordered. I meant to order lo mein, and I ordered chow mein, the one that's soupy. It has lettuce or cabbage in it, and it's real soupy.
I'm out.
Oh, my mom made me eat it too, dude. I wanted to fucking die.
Not gonna waste my money. You
I
fat
just
piece of
wasn't
shit.
ready for it yet. I was a lo mein kid. Lo mein, fried rice. Loved an egg roll. Loved the shrimp roll. Little sesame chicken. I'll do a dumpling.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I was a very I mean, being a picky eater that mix in fucking anxiety. Nope. Meanwhile, I'm at this fucking real hoity-toity rich spot.
Should I get a Mai Tai and calm me down? I'll just take some olives, please.
Yeah, it was the tough scene.
And you know those broads all had nice credit cards. They weren't worried about it. They're
Sure.
throwing down plastic.
Sure.
Now.
Yeah.
And they
I remember pulling out of the fucking parking lot, being like, "Yeah, calls me when you're done or whatever."
what'd you do? Just drive around?
I I probably went to a Wawa and got a fucking hoagie.
Oh, man, it makes me feel bad for you. You fat little
Yeah, I
loser.
mean, it wasn't great leading up to him. I mean, it wasn't that. It wasn't.
You got your nice Abercrombie shirt on.
Nah, that was probably.
By the way, I saw that Instagram post. I forgot to ask you about that.
Sure.
That's what
I sent that to Yanni.
That's what you kids were rocking back then? I don't remember those shirts. Not that I don't remember not wearing them.
It'd be weird if you were at the party. I mean, we were 16 or 17.
But I don't remember that being your guys' fashion.
That-
Unless you guys just, not to be rude, but you weren't really pulling it off. I mean, I could see your T-shirt right through that thing.
Yeah, I mean, what do you tell? It was from Kohl's, dude. No, so that, all right, that was probably 16, 17, call it. That was when hip-hop,
What year are we talking?
2003-ish.
So 2003.
I
Okay.
graduated in 2005, so it's going to be 2003, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
What?
What do you
T-Bone,
get?
what do you
I was
got?
looking at the picture.
Yeah.
It's just so funny to have three guys all wearing the same shit.
Oh yeah,
Being
same hats, same shirts. And do you see? There's a fan out. We're out back. We're outside, and there's an indoor fan outside. Someone goes, I can't tell if this picture's indoors or outdoors, and that's a problem.
Yeah. I didn't.
No, so that was when that started switching from like the jerseys and stuff like that to like Jay-Z said like
You weren't wearing that, right?
what?
The jerseys.
Yeah,
You were wearing
was-
the jerseys.
yeah. I still have them at my mom's. I have basketball jerseys, and I had matching hats for each one.
Like to go out.
Oh yeah, school picture day. What do you mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Bad. Yeah. Not cool.
Fucking
Thought I was cool.
Entourage Kippy.
Yeah, it was very turtle. Very turtle-esque.
Sure.
Backwards fitted hat. I had like a Chris Webber Kings jersey with the matching Sacramento Kings hat. Had an Iverson jersey.
Cleveland it would have been,
What?
right? It was
Who?
the LeBron jersey would have been the
No,
Cavaliers.
I didn't know, bro. Iverson, I said.
Oh, Iverson. Okay.
Chris Webber, Iverson, Mike Bibby. I was a big Kings fan. Mike Bibby.
Just putting that hat on going, I'll never regret this.
Yeah. I have.
Can you get laid more than once in a night?
The lens of the future will shine favorably on this outfit.
Man.
Yeah.
So wait, it started
I
to
think I had a Denver Nuggets jersey, hat.
it started to transition from that to what Jay-Z told you not to wear those anymore.
He did.
I called you personally.
He did. He goes, yo, Kip, we ain't doing this no more. Achoo! Yeah, he rapped about like no more. Somebody commented in the comments of no, like, this is right when Jay-Z said no more jerseys. I said, you are not wrong, my friend.
So you went button up.
Yeah.
Look like a
Give me a
businessman.
crisp pair of jeans and a button up. And that was big, the button up.
Did he mean that though with the stripes?
I don't know
When I think button up,
he also wasn't shopping at Kohl's, okay? I had to do the best with what I had, and Denise was only taking me to Kohl's. She wasn't approving cool button-ups.
you never got your hands on like an Abercrombie or anything like that.
That was it. That's not, he didn't mean that.
You know there's
either.
no M in that store, right?
Abercrombie.
No.
Abercrombie. Abercrombie and Finch.
No, that's not a thing.
Abercrombie.
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 Yes.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie and Finch.
It's a T, not an N, dude.
Oh, there's no N?
Fitch.
Wait, hold on.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie? Abercrombie. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Mm-hmm.
Not Abercrombie and Finch.
Amber Cranby's a girl I went to school with. Yo, Miss Cranby.
Her first name's Amber?
Amber. Hey, Miss Cranby, is Amber home?
Amber Cranby. She went on to be a superhero.
A porn star.
Same thing. Okay.
Doing the Lord's work either way.
Either way, you weren't shopping there. Because for a minute,
But that wasn't cool when I was banging. That wasn't cool.
I would
Abercrombie was nerd alert.
because I would say maybe around 2003, 2004, what you're talking about. I came into a big score on a fucking tax refund, and I was going out with my brother and wanted to really wow them. And I picked up a suit from Banana Republic.
A suit.
Yellow suit.
She really took the banana part of that to heart. Hey, what do you have in terms of bananas here,
Dude,
sir?
I met them at some bar. He was like, "What the fuck is going?" But
Man, we are two
it was
idiots.
casual though. It was a casual.
Oh, you don't say. The yellow suit.
You weren't going into clothes ass, were you?
Going in the clothes ass.
Hey, guys, don't be intimidated by my power suit. This is casual. I'm just hanging out tonight.
No.
What kind of yellow?
Yeah.
It was yellow.
Yeah, it was a mustard stain yellow.
Sorry, I'm late. I was ringing the bell on Wall Street.
Are there any question marks on this suit? Hey, gang! I'm here to save you. There's a bunch of loopholes in the tax code.
Oh shit. No, it was when I say casual, I mean it was
You
what
look
the
like the CEO of Grey Poupon.
yes, it was very Grey Poupon-esque, which I loved as a kid.
What was under? What kind of shirt were you wearing?
Tuxedo T-shirt.
Iverson jersey. my high school football jersey. I thought it paired well.
What's up?
What's it called? Canvas, not canvas.
Not canvas.
The shit that they're wearing now. The-
Linen.
Yes, it was like a linen suit.
Where did you
It
go?
was February, dude.
Man, that was on the discount
I
rack.
was freezing.
Yeah. Yellow and okay, where was what?
I had a white shirt.
Where were you going?
Just some bar. Just went to meet him and his
Hey,
buddies at some bar.
This is a lot for O'Hannigan's.
It was downtown. I thought it was nice.
Man,
Then we
I
ended
know
up
the feel. Not knowing
Ended
and
up at
trying to
Scores.
dress cool is.
Don't
Yeah.
look now. Big Bird just pulled up to the bar.
I was skinny mini back then. I was probably like fucking $1.89.
Mhm.
Tight. Looking like an idiot. I had fucking tan shoes, no socks, the tan belt, had the shirt tucked in. Yeah.
How much that run you?
It was a lot.
Couple hundred.
Enough to send me into a panic-induced anxiety session the next day about what did I do? I just spent all the money that I just got. Kind
Sure.
of a reoccurring thing back then.
Yeah.
Plus, there was a couple other expenses that evening. I think I went through my whole refund check.
Yeah, you can't wear a yellow suit and not do blow all night. I mean, what's the fucking point? It probably came in the pockets.
Instead
Had
of
a
the,
Scarface lining to it.
instead of the buttons.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
guy wearing a yellow suit going out is obviously doing blow
Yeah.
and wants everyone to know it. Man.
It's a tough look. But that neither here nor there. I was dipping in that kind of stuff that one time.
Yeah, Banana
back then.
Banana Republic's always been, that's where I
Could you have worn
and
those?
still go when I
Your
go
buddies
fancy.
didn't have, though. They weren't cold shirts. They were nicer shirts.
No, that was
Or they just fit them a little better.
they just also mine's I think the fan's blowing it so I look real wide. I wasn't that wide.
Looking back, I would have taken every picture like that.
Oh yeah.
Every picture I've ever taken.
No, I would have been in the back row. Like had someone I would just been the hell, what's up? Throwing the deuces up.
Yeah, I noticed you were big on those.
Yeah.
You were big on the deuces.
Big on the deuce and the middle finger. Big.
The middle finger.
Yeah.
Man, that never would have flown. The middle finger.
Flown with who?
Anybody.
I mean, I wasn't doing it with my mom. I wasn't at Thanksgiving like, fucking bitch. I was fucking drinking with my boys, dude.
Which middle finger would you do? Thumb out or thumb in?
I was typically thumb in.
Eminem was big on the thumb out.
Yeah. No, I was
What,
thumb
like
in.
that?
Yeah.
Don't get
I
me
like that
wrong.
one. That's
Don't
all
get
right.
me wrong. On Facebook, I'm
I don't like that. I don't like the other finger popped up
oh,
there.
don't
too.
you? What
No.
are you, a priest all of a sudden? Shut up. Go put your yellow suit on and dance, monkey.
I still have it.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
case you ever score a date with the Chiquita Banana Lady. One too many.
Yeah, wasn't proud of. Well, not proud of it, but hey, I show it, and a lot of people resonates with a lot of people.
Of course. I just wasn't in my head when you talked about those shirts. I didn't expect them to wear like that. I don't know what it was.
I'm telling. I knew
Maybe it was the flash.
it was the bad angle. It's a bad. I'm like putting my arm so it's stretching out. I wasn't. It's a bad angle. I was a William and Sonoma. I remember that.
The shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not.
No,
wait.
that's pots and pans. It wasn't what it was.
This is non-stick.
So you come here often?
And the pussy just slides right off me.
This guy.
Like a drop of dawn.
Oh, dude.
Runs away. I'm sure you were doing all right back then.
Oh God.
Young kid like you.
Yeah, but that's what that was. That picture is a top. I mean, it is what it is. I am what I am. I'm a human onion, people.
Of course.
How many people you know can go from fitteds and jerseys to cool button-ups from Kohl's?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I thought more solid colors.
That was college. That's when Express came out. Express came out with the solid button-up, and there's a lot of pics of me with that as well.
The blue was big, but this was maybe a little bit before that. This was like right after 9/11. The Upper East Side was fucking ripe with those royal blue shirts.
Sure.
A lot of restaurants, that was the uniform.
With the black pants or whatever.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all
I've
right.
always been ahead of the curve when it comes to fashion, I feel. I've always been one step ahead.
You know what's classic and nice is a nice pair of jeans and a solid blue button-down. The normal button-downs.
Yeah, you can't shit. That, and what in a perfect world, perfect 100% perfect world, I'd wear blue jeans and a white T-shirt every day.
Ooh.
I do not have the body to
No.
pull that off. I can't even pull off a white T-shirt under a jacket.
Mm-mm,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My belly, you can see my belly button.
Little imprint.
It looks like a black hole. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah,
That's why I'm all black tees and black jeans. Going through
Sure.
my Hot Topic phase. But my fashion choices of years
Notwithstanding,
before,
of course.
yes,
Gentlemen such as yourself.
neither here nor there. We have business to get to, gang.
We do. This is a family episode, gang.
Sure is.
Do a little couple of cues here from the old Patreon.
When you sign up for the Patreon, we will answer your garbage question on the air. And God, do I got to tell you, got some goddamn humdingers over here.
Kid, what do you know about Harry's, baby?
Oh, baby, I'm no longer Harry because of Harry's.
Ooh, that's not
pretty
bad.
good.
Toby, cut that. We're saving that.
Put me on a board.
Gang, Harry's, you get high-quality razors. You get a luxury experience at not luxury prices. We're talking about face wash, grooming stuff, keep you smelling and looking good thanks to Harry's.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I use it on the bottom of my neck there to clean up the line down here, to define a chin because I don't have one. And everything else used to give me the bumps. Harry's don't give me the bumps though.
Got a lot of good stuff over there.
Their starter kit includes a 5-blade German engineered razor with a lightweight handle,
There you go.
foaming shave gel, and a travel cover to keep things sanitary. You can even schedule delivery for refills for as low as $2.
Look at that.
With the highest customer service satisfaction in the shaving industry, you truly can't go wrong. If you're not completely satisfied, Harry's even offers a no-risk trial, so you can so your shave is on them. Go to get your best shave ever this summer. Go to Harry's razors and skincare products.
There you go.
Get a $13 starter set for just $3
Look
at
at that.
harrys.com/garbage. That's harrys.com/garbage for a $3 starter set, baby. You're in there for the price of nothing.
What are you doing? Cup of coffee.
harrys.com/garbage. Do it.
Let's see what you got, fatty.
This one is a spin on something we've talked about before. This is from Roy. Are you garbage if you don't realize you're out of bread, so you send your kid to school with a PB&J tortilla?
That's never happened. There was never tortillas in the house.
But we
with
were
patty.
talking about a banana dog,
Yes.
which is a hot dog or a banana on a hot dog roll.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest with you. I love tortillas and I love PB&Js.
The PB, J&T, I thought I invented that at a certain point because that didn't start until I was much older when I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Just fucking put this on a tortilla. However, what I didn't know.
I mean, mine never came, that never came from like, I can do this. It's more of I have to do this because I'm out of fucking the bread or the bread's frozen.
Of course. Of course.
Making some North Shore quesadillas.
Yeah.
What's North Shore quesadilla?
It's a fun name for peanut butter jelly to tortilla.
That's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Patent pending.
You know what I didn't realize until much, much, much later in life, and I ruined most of my tortilla experience by this. I didn't know to fucking heat it up on the stove, on the open stove.
That's only very recent
It's
for
like
everybody.
Man.
Everybody gives you that
Fucking
note.
game changer.
Uh-huh.
I used to see the guys when I worked at the Greek place down in the West Village. That's how they would heat up the pita. And it was
Pita's the
great.
same way.
Oh,
yeah.
so
or
good.
That's all got to be done open flame.
Yeah, open flame. Throw it in the salamander for a couple
Get
minutes.
the char on there. Big fan of that.
So that you cool it down a little bit. You do a little peanut butter. You do a little jelly, and you make it like a quesadilla. Maybe put your chips or some pretzels on there. Get a little crunch to it. That was all right, but not in school. Just Patty just never. She never. The tortilla.
They never really hung out around the house either. If they
Never.
did, they were left over from taco night or whatever.
And
or
we
like
never did that. We were hard taco shell. We were
the Ortegas. Same with
Yeah.
us. They only came in probably when I was in junior high or high school. Every 6 months there might be a bag sitting there of like some like carb balance one that Denise was trying.
Did you ever try to make those work with something?
With everything.
Like when, so you have taco night, you do the Ortegas.
Mhm.
She puts maybe half of the shell. There's always shells left over.
Sure.
Man, trying to make one, I just could never figure out the science behind it. I'm like, it looks like a Dorito. It kind of tastes like a Dorito. Why can't I make this work?
The hard shell taco is no good, dude. Because when you're going to bite, at a certain point, you hit that midsection where now you got to bite from the top and you're only getting tomatoes and lettuce, and then the meat sogs up the bottom.
It's not that. You have to put them in the oven.
They're a little, every time
loosens
they'd
them.
be bland or something.
They're like
too.
stale. It's weird.
Yeah.
And I could never.
I never cracked it.
Yeah,
I gave
never figure
to
it
the
out.
point where I wouldn't even fuck with it. I go, I've tried this 2 times. I can't figure it out. I'm on to, Ritz Crackles and Cheese Whiz or whatever.
Yeah.
My mom used to send my brother to school with a pretty trashy lunch. She'd do instant ramen, like Maruchan ramen noodles, in a thermos.
Is that how you pronounce that? Maruchan? I never even attempted.
Sounds like a bail bondsman. Maruchan.
Jimmy Maruchan.
Jimmy,
fucking knock
Jimmy
you around.
Maruchan will get you out, but you better pay.
Because I'll put you back in.
I don't know if that's it.
Probably not.
Those things are all right, though.
Yeah, they're great. But she'd put them in a thermos with the hot water and the powder in the morning, and it would just sit sogging up in that thermos. My brother loved that shit.
I mean, I do like
I
it.
would imagine the noodles could get mushy.
Yeah, it'd be pure mush.
Ugh.
That's how I like my nudes.
Sending you to fucking school with soup?
Cheap soup at that. Not even like,
Not
hey,
even. I wouldn't
hey,
even
here's
say
a
soup.
bisque.
That's guaranteed an ass
That's
soup.
prison meal. That's what like bricklayers do. That's bad.
Never soup. Never. Soup? I would fucking lose it. That would be her last day on the job. I get off that bus, I'm looking to chew somebody's ass out.
I could see a soup if it was paired with a grilled cheese.
Sure, but the
How
grilled
you get
cheese.
grilled cheese? You can get the soup at the school. They'll do a soup in the winter.
whip you something up.
They'll throw you a tomato.
Yeah,
Soup.
that's wild.
Poor bastard.
And he liked it.
Loved it.
Really? Huh. What was the accoutrement? What was the dessert on that?
A fucking wedgie.
Yeah,
I always came home with his hair wet. Couldn't figure it out.
catch a cold. This one's from Kip and Hank's Garage Adventure. Shout out to you, $10 homie. Never had one read. Is it garbage if you give all your kids names that start with the same letter? For example, my mom is one of 7 named Darlene, Denise, Diane, Debbie, Donald, Dennis, and Danny. That's a crew.
Yeah.
Darlene, Dennis, Diane, Debbie, Donald, Dennis, and Danny.
Yeah, there's something to that. Yeah.
That ain't classy.
No.
You got Deb, you got Don, you got Den, you got Dan, you got Nisi, and you got Dar.
Yeah.
Dar. That's what Dar. If there was a Darlene in my family, she would be Dar. There's Amara, she's Amar.
Wait, your grandparents didn't do that, right?
What?
They didn't name everybody.
No, that's the question.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you said Denise.
No, but there's a Denise in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's not the only one.
And what? Yeah, Denise, yeah. The piece isn't the only Denise floating around.
She should be, though.
And her nickname's Nisi.
Nisi.
Growing up, that was just it. So we abbreviate every name. Brendan goes to Bren.
Sure.
Bridget goes to Bridge.
I think the short answer is yes, that's trash.
Oh, yeah. But that's a wrecking crew, dude.
Yeah, but I like it.
You
though.
got Di. Di, Deb, Don, Den, and Danny come rolling through. They are there to fuck shit up.
Don and Deb's all right. Just the two of them.
Yeah.
See, like that, for some reason, that's comforting to me. I bet you they all have a dish that's fucking awesome. It's like the
big
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you it's trashy, but it's fucking all right, man. A little slice of America.
They
right
all,
there.
if it's anything like my family too, they all come with rules. Like, there's certain they
don't touch his ears.
no, but like they all have their own. It's very. At this point, everybody now knows everybody's.
Deb don't like it when you make fun of her feet. Don't make fun of Deb's feet.
Yeah, Bridge don't like it when you curse.
No.
They're, Uncle Den has this very specific way he likes his coffee, and everybody, all 50 of us know it.
Yeah, with some rumplements in it.
No.
I feel like he would
Extra.
he would bring a 6-pack of his own beer, and you weren't allowed to drink whatever he drank.
Who?
That uncle.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
He's the only one that drinks Busch Light or something like that. He loves them, and they can't drink them.
You know what I've realized I'm getting to the point too, because growing up, right when I started to be allowed to drink at family parties, it's so funny. I wanted to talk about this. When I started to be allowed to drink at family parties, I was late high school, like most people.
Really?
Depends on the party and the company at the party.
We snuck it.
If it's my uncle's, and
Made it better if
we're
you were
out
doing something wrong.
What? Fucking.
I don't want
Trying
permission.
to feel something. Well, I was the youngest of all my uncles and all my cousins and my uncles. So they were all like my brother and sister's age. So they were all drinking. So they were like, yeah, fucking, you can drink. And then like the uncles started being like, is Kevin
You had
drinking?
the button-down shirt on.
What? I'm listening to Jay-Z. What more do you want from me? But I remember it would be like, what are you drinking? Right? We're making the plans for, let's say, Thanksgiving. And
Oh, yeah.
And I was always the whatever. I'm like, what are you drinking? Fucking whatever you got. I
Wait,
was
when you- is this-
19.
Oh, okay.
I'm like fucking whatever. And they're like, I remember being like, Uncle Pat Uncle Pat's drinking Yinglings.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That or the big thing is they were on something that year or two. Like he's not drinking Coors Lights no more. He's drinking Yinglings. He's off the Yinglings. He's getting
Yeah.
too fat. He's on the light beer.
His A1C's real high.
Yeah.
He switched over to Heineken Light.
He's off the IPAs. He's on the Coors again or
Yeah.
whatever. And now I'm doing that. It's because like now I'm getting calls from like my brother-in-law for like going to dinner or like going to have like pizza night or whatever with the kids. What are you drinking? And I'm like, I'm doing a Coors Lights or I'm
doing Twisted Tea Lights.
Yeah, you got
But
Coles
with the
over-
lemonades.
Yeah. It's very. I'm like, oh shit, I've become that fat uncle. I've become the uncle whose weight's fluctuating and thinks what he's drinking is going to change it, and not the 15 slices of za I'm about to have.
6 of Molson for the kid.
Triple X. All right, let's see. This one's Tommy G. $10 bozo. Is it garbage to rip heaters by the kitchen vent thinking that'll take the smell out? Buddy, been there 1, 2, 3 million times. And I feel like it does help a little bit.
No, it doesn't.
Just out of the movement.
Can I ask you this about those?
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, I was under the impression that they went somewhere.
Commercially, they do.
In my mind, I spent.
It's just a fan. The ones in your kitchens typically are just a fan.
They don't. There's not a pipe where that goes and then goes out of the building.
Probably not in your house. No, it's the exhaust is right on top.
The exhaust.
It pulls it
yes,
up and then just blows it out. It's just
Yeah.
a fan.
Yeah.
Unless, I doubt most residential.
I couldn't figure
some
those
probably
out
do,
to
but-
save my fucking life.
Dude, when you do have one that just takes it, just fucking right up and out, Daddy-o.
Oh, you're ripping a heater.
Always, yeah. Well, I would light it off the stove, and then just flick the vent on, and also smoking in the kitchen. There's less fabric, so there's less smell.
True.
That was always my dirtbag logic in any house. Okay, can we smoke in here? Not yet. Wait till around midnight. Then the ciggies, they don't happen in the living room. You got to be a goddamn animal to just crank cigs in the living room.
You're sitting
You
on the couch.
You smoke them in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You got a window open, you got the vent going, you got the fan going, and there's nothing for it to stick to.
Uh-huh.
There's science behind my dirtbag logic.
Sure.
And it worked.
Man, I remember my dad just ripping heater, laying down sideways with his hand in his head, watching something on TV.
That's so not comfortable to me.
Dude, he would fall asleep like
Crazy,
that.
right? Those old timers.
Crazy.
My dad the same way. He'd be fucking reading the paper, cranking, fucking on the couch, and I'm like, That's not how I like my stingers.
This was the floor. He was on the floor,
Couldn't afford a couch.
laying sideways like that.
Yeah, that's so wild to me.
Nuts.
You know what pairs really well with a cigarette on a couch? Being hammered drunk.
Oh, that'll well, I mean, I can smoke on the moon if you let me.
Really sets it off.
Yeah.
Go into the refrigerator.
But also, my first apartment up here, we would crank fucking. I mean, that was a full smoking apartment.
Never like that.
Everyone in it just smoke. You would be by the window. You'd have to open the window, and you would be by the window typically.
That gives me anxiety in the sense of there was a lot of that waiting for someone to show up. In my past experience,
Sweating.
that triggers
in
that.
February.
I'm waiting.
You're waiting for the guy to come.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking about the heater after the guy
Sure.
you know.
Once everything's straightened out.
Yeah, once you get your head on straight, that's gonna be great then, and you're like kind of like anticipatingly chasing that beforehand.
Pre-gaming it.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, gives me anxiety.
Bad vibes. But a cig inside ain't bad. I don't love them. It depends on the setting. But cigs insides are just cooler at times. Well, I don't condone smoking.
Of course.
They
always made it look good in movies. Like when they be, I always think to myself, like, are they reeking? They got to be reeking. They got to smell. You know.
I was watching Sex in the City the other day. It was on.
I feel like it doesn't stick to, like, somebody like Sarah Jessica Parker. It doesn't stick to them the same way it sticks to our fat asses coming in from outside.
It does.
It's just that everybody was smoking, so nobody could smell it.
But she's got the perfume, and that almost smelled good. You know what I mean? Back in the day, a little bit of smoke mixed in with the perfume.
I never liked the lady that smoked as a smoker.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a fucking dirtbag.
I love that.
You know what I mean? But she rolled over right after sex in bed, which I'm like, that ain't happening anymore, is it?
I don't think it ever did.
It had.
I think that was all like
that was all just
that was
marketing.
all Edward Bernays shit.
I've done that.
Have you?
Of course.
Sleeping in a refrigerator box, but yeah. I've never done it in bed.
It was in the.
I've had it after.
It was in the apartment where my bed was in my closet, so all of my clothes were directly above me, just getting roasted, dude.
Your life was like a sleepover in junior high.
Trying to pretend like you're Burt Reynolds.
Oh no, yeah, I smoke in my house.
You immediately start arguing with the girl about like college money and shit like that.
Watch me burn myself. I don't feel it at all.
Jesus
Being
Christ.
a psycho.
Yeah, that. But they did that, and I was like, are people? They're probably not people still just rolling over, cranking heaters in bed, because that'll stick. We just didn't think it stuck, and everybody did smell like smoke back in the day.
In bed, smoking in bed.
That's wild.
Yeah.
If you got fitted sheets with burn holes in them.
There's a lot. I guarantee you, someone's watching this show or listening to this show in bed with a burn hole
Ripping
in
a
it,
heater?
ripping a stinger.
I got 2-3 raincoats or fall jackets that have fucking that have burning holes right by on the thing. A little brisk of wind hit you.
Sure.
Not thinking about it.
I got a jacket that I would use to just go out and catch heaters. That right sleeve is just fucking smells like it was in a bonfire. Just from, you know what I mean? It's always raining or whatever, and it makes it stick even more. It's like you open the closet and you're like, what the fuck? Somebody's catching a raw heater in here. All right, let's see here. This in the same vein, this one's from Travis. Is it garbage to propose to your girlfriend in your Bernie's t-shirt? Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
That's a marriage that'll last forever.
We made the save the date.
We did make someone save the date. Yeah, they hit us up.
Shout out to them.
We're on their website. You like log in and it's
shout out to the happy couple.
Yeah, you go to like reserve or RSVP and we're on it.
Who the fuck are these guys?
Oh, these fat idiots.
I love it.
All right, this one's from Spaghetti Bad Guy. Have you ever just dug a hole?
Yeah, I have.
That's a good time.
For no reason at all.
I'ma dig me hole.
The best is when you just catch a rock, and that becomes the project.
Oh, I excavating? Yeah, you feel like you're a fucking,
Feel like you're an archaeologist.
Really.
Find a rock.
I'm going to get my brush.
Go?
What is it?
Yeah.
I remember doing it in my backyard as a kid, just digging a hole, just fucking those summer days it seemed you're home alone, and we said it 1,000 times, but a day seemed like a month. You check the clock, it was 12:15. You're like, no one's going to be home for another fucking 5.5 hours.
Start digging up the pumps.
It's called before you dig.
Check the pipes on this thing. Yeah, I love digging a hole.
Yeah. All right, let's see. This one's from Deborah. Hey, I'm new. How about this? Are you garbage if your former mother-in-law actually slept with Evel Knievel back in Montana?
Whoa. Your former mother-in-law slept with Evel Knievel. Shout out to her.
That's like an American legend.
One of many, my friend. Hate to tell you that. One of many.
Yeah.
Knievel did all right.
Was he married, Evel Knievel?
I believe he was. I believe he was.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was different.
Dude, this
Guy's risking his life. He's jumping a goddamn Grand Canyon. Let him get a little side piece.
in a regular fucking bike. It was none of that shit that they have now.
We're talking heavy bike.
This guy was just fucking doing it.
Uh-huh.
No real skill, for lack of a better word.
No, just a fucking set of cojones on him.
Set of fucking
that he
balls.
drained a lot after with local ladies.
Man,
He
Knievel.
He was married a couple times, I think. And
Yeah.
he also was a semi-pro hockey player.
What?
Yeah, the Butte Bombers, dude.
What a name. They don't have names like that anymore. The Butte Bombers.
There's some connection with that. Is there a connection to Kurt Russell and him?
No, Kurt Russell had the Bastards or whatever. That was a baseball team.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In Spokane or Portland or something.
I thought it was in Montana.
The Bastards of baseball.
They ripped off the Czechoslovakian Olympic ice team.
How?
They to promote the team and earn money, he convinced the Olympic team from Czechoslovakia to play an exhibition game against the Butte Bombers.
His most daring feat yet.
Knievel got ejected in the third period. Fucking
For running over a guy with his motorcycle.
and with the Czechoslovakian team went to settle up for the night, all the receipts had been stolen.
Yeah. There you
No,
go.
this is America. You need receipts here.
All they
buddy.
heard was the sound of a Harley tearing off into the night. Man, he was fucking the best. Even more so than like my other like toys or whatever, because Fisher Price came out with they had a motorcycle guy, which was basically him, but without the marketing,
Cape,
the
yeah.
branding. He had like the stripes and shit like that. This guy was fucking awesome. And once he loosened up a little bit, you could really fucking do some fun shit with him.
I missed him completely. He was when was his last jump?
Yeah, this was probably before you were born.
In my head, he was already like not a wife, but already like a lure.
Yeah, you were born in what, 86?
86. So
I mean,
he
he
probably
might've-
jumped in the early 90s. I think I vaguely remember that.
But when he was hot was the 80s.
yeah, man, that was all. I mean, I missed it completely. He was like a guy you just heard people talk about. He
And
never actually
Super Dave Osborne took over.
Shout out to you.
Man, Marty Funkhauser.
The Snake River Canyon, 1974.
That was his last jump? Get the fuck out of here. No, it couldn't have
So
been.
you weren't even alive.
Knievel made his most daring and final jumps at Twin Falls across the Snake River Canyon,
Really?
earning the Guinness Book of World Record for most broken bones in a lifetime.
Man, so he was
I
already...
did it.
So he was just legend when I was
My
a kid.
insides are powder.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so his last jump was 7. Yeah, so I mean, in the mid-90s, I'm 7 or whatever.
His kid took over. His kid started jumping.
Was there an Evel Knievel Jr.?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that.
Ronnie Knievel.
Ronnie.
You
He don't
think
have
so?
it. Ronnie Knievel.
Yeah, he did.
Not like evil.
I'm telling you, man, he was good. I think it's Ronnie.
He used to
Knievel.
jump buses, I think. I remember
Jump
that.
the buses.
And I think he jumped something in Vegas.
That documentary's all
Robbie
right.
Knievel.
Robbie Knievel.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Ronnie.
By the
Ronnie's
way-
Ronnie can't even change the oil in a fucking motorcycle.
He passed away.
Yeah, he not that long ago, right?
2023. January.
Shout out to him. A couple of American originals. That's crazy that his last jump was in 74 because I remember seeing them on TV. Maybe it was Super Dave.
No, Ronnie was jumping into the 80s and 90s, I think.
Was he? I don't think he was doing it back then, though. I think that didn't start until the 90s.
I'm saying that's maybe what you remember seeing.
Nah, this feels like in the early 80s. I remember watching Evel Knievel jump over stuff. Maybe my dad had it on tape.
Probably.
Yikes.
Did you have YouTube back then? Also, instead of Big Buck Hunter, we were going to get a fucking Evil Knievel pinball machine, but the guy wanted, and that guy.
Crazy money.
That guy, real J.O. move. He's like, make me an offer. And
Yeah.
T-Bone made him an offer, and he fucking
Iced you.
didn't even respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His last jump was in 2008,
Damn.
Okay.
but he didn't use a heavy bike. He used a motocross bike.
Okay. Yeah, his dad was just using fucking
That's all he had back
regular
then.
motorcycles.
Yeah. No Kawasaki.
Oh, he was just grabbing something from the valet.
Just crashing.
It's got gas in it.
Man. Imagine that you break all those bones 6 months, a year to recover. You fucking back out there and do it again.
I mean, those paychecks are probably all right.
Probably.
You know what I mean? And you got a bit of a death wish, or you don't care if you die, so you're fucking, hey, let's fucking do a couple eagle soars, you know what I mean? Jump the goddamn Grand Canyon.
Sure.
All right, let's see. This one's from Jen. We kind of talked about this before. $10 homie. Is it garbage to stop by a Little League concession stand for some snacks if you don't know anyone playing on the field? That's...
Are you there watching the game? Or are you just cruising by?
You just stop by.
Lights are on at the stadium. Means that grill's on, too.
Let's
Yeah.
play ball.
You're supporting the kids.
You're supporting the township or the league, the local thing.
What are you doing there, though? They're not like on the street.
Yeah, they're like you got to park and then like get to it.
Yeah, you got to walk through the woods a little bit.
If it's a crowded, if it's a game, the parking lot's crowded. That's
Yeah.
You're better off just fucking calling Uber Eats or stopping at a fucking Wawa or something.
They don't got those walking around tacos, though, I'll tell you that. Man, I love a fucking snack bar. God damn.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, that's trash.
I would eat at a snack bar growing up probably 3 times a week between my games, my brother's games, or my sister's games. It was just, hey, I'm dropping you off at the field, whatever. Between, everybody played multiple sports.
Mhm.
You're just fucking, man, if that thing closed, that was a sad day. Like, fucking, what am I supposed to do? It's not even open. Over here starving.
They
like
run out of
jerk-off.
pretzels.
Yeah.
Halftime, I'd go to my cousin Joe's basketball games when he played for King's College in Wilkes-Barre. We'd go there, and I'd be waiting for halftime. Fucking bolt up to the snack bar. They had everything.
Yeah.
Whew.
Big fan. Couple of diesels, too.
Couple of Deezies. On a Wednesday at like 7:30.
Just been sitting in a roller for fucking 4 days.
After dinner. We're talking after dinner diesels.
ADDs.
Plus, I got money on the game.
Got my cousin's going to play ball. He's going to throw it in the third. All right, let's see here. We can do one more, and then we got to get up out of her. This one's from Jim. $20 homie. Shout out to you, $20 board member. Is it garbage to only shave with shampoo? Which I've done.
Shave with shampoo.
I always went conditioner because it felt thicker.
It's a little more consistent.
Well, hold on. There is something to that, to use conditioner. When you're shaving with a razor, if you put conditioner on your face, it softens the hair.
It does.
There is a little something to that.
There is.
Give you some wicked acne, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel the hair ripping out of my face. But the shampoo gives you a little bit more sudsy. The shampoo gets a little more frothy.
Yeah, I was soap. We would use soap. That's the first thing that we would use.
I've done it with fucking like just bar soap in a hotel when you've been real jammed up. I did it before a wedding one time. I forget where I was. And man, the bad reaction to it or something. It was, dude, it looked like I had a red beard at the fucking wedding. It was a fucking tough look.
I hope I never have to shave with a razor like that ever again.
I've just made that decision that I'm just never doing that.
Every time I use a regular razor, it looks like I lost a fight to a raccoon.
I hate it.
I'm just bleeding.
The way that feels.
Trim it, keep it low and slow. Like
yeah,
you're
even
cooking
the beard trimmer, it's fucking on the lowest thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm out the door. I don't care anymore. I'm not trying to impress no goddamn body. I'm not trying to get into P.F. Chang's.
Those norms have relaxed, I think, a little bit too.
Sure.
Though.
Yeah.
We were kids. Every day, your dad shaved.
Yeah, you had to.
Every single morning shaved. That had to suck.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I remember even like, a few years ago, I was shaving 2 times a week, 2, 3. Like I would let it get like a little scruff, and then I was like, all right, I was fucking Babyface McGee over here. Fucking getting carded and stuff. That baby's got a receding hairline.
Oh, bless your heart.
All right, we got to wrap it up, gang.
Gang, I'm going to tell you this. We love you to death.
Mm-hmm.
See you next week.
Peace.